Do you guys want to know one of the main ways rich players actually build their wealth? Have you ever seen in one of your guild chats where someone links a super expensive item and mentions that they just got it for an obscenely low price? Well, this is exactly how they do it, and it could not be an easier method to do. So to get started with this method, it's actually really simple. So if you already have a core knowledge of what items sell for on your server and what items are pretty rare or unique, this should be pretty easy for you, and it will make the method a lot more casual than if you are using it with a price checker. That brings you on to the other point. This is accessible for everyone. The only thing is, if you're not too sure about prices on your server, all you have to do is use one of the price checking apps out there. So I know for Xbox, you can use TSC. You can go online and use that, or you can use that in a Discord bot, or you can go to like Tamriel Trade Center for PC. I'm not too sure what the PlayStation price checker is, but I'm sure there is one. So once we have a good idea of what prices on our server are like, or we have a way of checking these with a price checking app, we're going to get into the actual method. So if you're looking at my character, you might be thinking to yourself, where is this? Where is he? More importantly, you might be looking at, where is that guild trader and why have I never seen it before? And that's exactly the correct question you should be asking. So that's what I'm here to show you. That's what we're going to go over today. And this is how you're going to gather really rare items at a really huge discount. So what we're doing is we're going to be checking lost traders, or essentially just traders no one really visits, because 99% of the player base honestly just disregard these traders. Even if they know about them, rarely do they check them, because they're usually looking for an item that is more mainstream and that they actually need to use right now. For example, you wouldn't go to these traders to find potions. You wouldn't go here to find a food item. You wouldn't really go here to find a perfect trait EVP at weapon. But what you would go here for is to look for extremely good deals and to make a profit. So if you're not familiar with these traders, there is generally a rogue trader that is randomly placed away from the trading hub in every single area. So for example, we are in Mournhold. This is not in the main Mournhold trading area. This is more far to the right, out of the way, randomly on some road. And there is also another one in the Thieves Refuge of every single one of these cities. And again, players do not check these, so there's a lot of potential to make a profit from these. So the reason we're actually visiting these areas is really simple. So imagine you've just started playing the game. You have maybe a few friends, you've just joined a guild for the first time, or you're just making a guild with your friends for the first time. You know, you're not that big into the trading scene yet. You're not too aware of what items cost. You're not too sure of what is rare and what isn't. You know, you're likely not going to go out of your way to join a mainstream, you know, top of the range trading guild with a bunch of strangers whenever you've just started playing. You're not really going to be aware of perfect trader locations or what the difference is in different locations of traders. What you're going to do likely is be in your friend's guild. You're going to get one of the cheapest available traders just so you can have one. And you guys are probably just going to list all of your items in there because that's your friend's guild. You don't see the difference between, you know, an out of the way trader and a mainstream, you know, Mournhold guild trader. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking out for, people like this. So in my opinion, there are actually a lot of players like this who have this exact mentality and who 100% do this. They'll put some maybe of the rarest items that they get as drops on these traders because they're in their friend's guild. That's the only guild they're in, and they don't really know the difference between main Mournhold hubs and the Thieves Refuge. And this is exactly where we're going to be making our profits, is because of these players not knowing the prices and putting them into little rogue traders. We can then come and snap them up. So again, as mentioned, essentially what we're going to be looking at is every single one of the thieves dens in ESO. We're going to want to look for every single one of the rogue traders on a random road in every single one of the cities. And we're also going to want to look in some of the lesser visited towns. So for example, the Gold Coast, like no one really goes there, to be honest, but there are some traders there. There are some guilds who have the trader there frequently. You can 100% check there and find a bargain. So I've been able to find items like the Moa kind of max for under 10k. A lot of the time I find like PvP gear that sells for over 100k and perfect traits, and people just don't know what the perfect trait is. They don't really know what the armor does. They don't really know the price of it. And they'll just put it on a trader for like 1 or 2k and you can just pick it up and make such a quick profit on it. Now the reason I like this method is because it is actually fundamentally trading, which is the main thing I like to do in this game. I don't know about you guys, but I really do like buying and selling items. I really like the trader system. It's one of my favorite things to do. And it's also really chill, relaxed. There's no effort involved. You don't have to be good at the game. You can literally like press buttons with your feet if you want to at this point. Like all you have to do is go check a guild trader and you can do it in your own time, between dungeons, between trials, like a spare time activity. You can check 1, you can check 20. It really doesn't matter. You just get around to it when you're ready to get around to it. So this is literally how a lot of players make millions of coins. So if you can go to one of these traders and you can find like one of the rare monster masks or something like that, or you know, like a soul shriven skin, something like that, that's a couple of 100,000 coins you're making within a couple of minutes just from checking a random trader. and this builds up a lot over time. So imagine you're doing this every single day for a year. You're going to have a substantial gold pile at the end of the year. And you might think that's a long time, but look, you guys have been probably playing this game for a long time. Like me, I've been playing this game for like 8 years probably. And yeah, the gold definitely builds up, and some days are definitely better than others. Keep that in mind. You might try this 3 days in a row, find nothing. You might go back your 4th day, find 1,000,000 coins for profit. Now the only real downside to this, if you would even call it one, is that you might feel bad for the player who listed the item at such a low cost without knowing its true worth. Now, if you do feel bad for them, it's 100% fine for you to go shoot them a little message and be like, hello, your item's actually worth 1,000,000 coins, not 10k. Take it down and relist it. You can do that. You can be ESO Robin Hood. You can be a nice guy if you want. But ultimately, look, it's a game, okay? It's a video game. It's been out for 10 years. You're just trading virtual coins for items. It's really not that deep, is what I would have you remember. It's just literally how trading works in games, you know? For you to make money trading, someone else has to be losing money. Yeah, that's pretty much the method, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, find it helpful, make a lot of money with it. And if you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.